Hey everyone, it's David here. I'm going to talk about a couple contracts that I just received, talked about how I got them, how I actually got these deals, and I'm going to talk about a couple gold nuggets here on this Friday. Do me a favor, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe. I don't know what you're waiting for. And if you like my video, I started to say that in the beginning, give me a like here at the end. I have got my computer back. You guys probably noticed it's been great. My computer went out last week. It was actually the memory chip in the computer. Thank you to Apple. They totally replaced it for free, which was so cool. So the first thing I got, so I went to the mailbox yesterday, and the first thing I had was this envelope here. It is for a state fund deal, and this one is roughly it's a $10,000 deal. I got two documents back that are both notarized. I'm really big on privacy and client privacy, but kind of see the notary stamp if I come in this way. And it's ready to go. I've got the ID and everything ready to go with Florida, so this is cool. This will be about a $4,500 payout right here, so fairly nice. The other contract I got was a mortgage overage deal and a FedEx. This was sent to me directly from a notary. And when I look at this, now this first one really quick, this one, I went ahead and gave them directions on how to find the notary. I said, here are the notaries in the area, here's where you could go, and they got it notarized and mailed back to me. Older lady, I worked with her son. I went ahead and gave him the directions. He gave me the line, how do I know you're not fraud? I played this one on the recording a couple weeks ago, and I came back with, this would be the most stupidest fraud I would do. I'm not asking you for any money. I'm asking you for your approval to go ahead and submit for a claim. I'm asking you for paperwork. You get to review it all. I give them a sense of empowerment. If I call up and say, I'm going to put this under contract, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, it's all about me. It's I. With your permission, we can get this under contract. I'll go ahead and submit the paperwork in. My job is to go ahead and work and do what you're hiring me to do, get you paid and get paid in the process. And that's what you're hiring me to do. That's what I'll be doing. I'm never going to ask you for any money. I'm not going to ask you for any monetary. And I even pick up the cost of the notary. Now, a lot of people aren't in the position to pick up the cost of the notary because it's expensive, especially if you do like an online service. You're talking $150 in some places, and that is pricey. I get it. However, like I was talking to a lady yesterday, she's got a UPS about less than a mile away from her. They'll do it for $15. I'm going to Zelle her, and she's going to go ahead and just do it there. She doesn't have the money to do it, and boom, $15. I'm also giving her an additional, I think, $18-19 for the UPS charge to go ahead and come to my address, for the UPS envelope, I should say, to come to my address. Just like you see this envelope here, she'll be doing that. You want to come up with a system that makes it easy for your clients, and that's what I try to do. So when I call them and I let them know they have unclaimed property, I have to be able to walk them through this process to get them paid. I have to be able to walk them through this process to get them paid and get paid in the process. Now this envelope right here is a mortgage overage, and it is for $55,000, and we're down for 25%, and we typically do 30. On the larger amounts, we drop down anywhere from 10 to 15, 20, 25%, and we don't really need to be getting 30, 40, 50%. The other day, one of my people in my office made a mistake. We went after an $80,000 claim, and he got 40% of it, and it's $32,000. I feel like that's highway robbery. I mean, I love this business, but really 30% of that is $24,000 is pretty good on that deal. So this one will make somewhere, without doing my calculator, we'll do somewhere around like 11,000 on this, just doing the math on top of my head. The reason why I like mortgage and tax overages after state funds is because they do pay a lot higher. So this one's like a $10,000, $11,000 payout. I would have to get 3 or 4 of these to be one of these. So you hear me do this. However, I know a lot of people who are doing 6 figures on state funds. Don't let that discourage you. State funds are definitely out there, and they are good. This first one I have is a contingency agreement. This is the agreement that is between them and I, which I get paid a certain percentage, they get paid a certain percentage. I just went over that. I have a couple of notarized documents here that is just notarizing that this is absolutely true, and I have an assignment of interest with that. I have a limited power of attorney. This will allow me to cash a check if it comes in their name. However, I don't tell them that. What I tell them is this will allow, and it does, it allows me to pull certain court documents, file certain things. If I have to file anything, I have a little more say with the courts with the limited power of attorney. That is also notarized. And then I also have with my law firm a assignment of interest that allows them to be represented, and they don't want their information shared here, so I'm not going to share that. Lastly, let's talk about what it takes to get a deal. You call, you notify your client. We've been working a lot on script. You want to walk them through the process. Okay, great. You have these funds. Do you have a local UPS store? Do you have a bank? Don't say, can I have a notary call you? Is it better if the notary calls you tomorrow morning or afternoon? They're going to be more apt to say morning or afternoon versus, can I have a notary call you? They'll say, no, let me think about it. You do want to be guiding them through and kind of leading the conversation where you're taking them a certain direction. When people have tens of thousands of dollars that they didn't know they had, they typically need to be taken by the hand, shown how to get this and how to recover it, and that's your job as an investigator. Hey everyone, I appreciate you watching. Hope to see you next week on the videos. Like I said, give me a like if you haven't given me a like, and I'll see you around. Thanks again.